Today's video is part of the Project for Awesome, in which I describe and endorse a charity I'd like you to support. But unlike most Project for Awesome videos, this one's gonna be a little weird. I'm gonna make the case that you absolutely should donate money to this charity, but you should not vote for it to receive funding on the Project for Awesome website. Confused yet? Give me a moment to explain. If you're like me, you probably like to think of yourself as kind of a charitable person. Maybe despite evidence to the contrary. How much of your income did you give to charity last year? One of the things that I realized was part of my problem was that there really are so many things I care about, and so many broken systems in the world, and so many good organizations doing their best to try and fix them. On top of it, some of the charities might not be putting as much of their donated money as they could to their actual named cause. So in response to this major dilemma of charitable choice, I mostly resigned from the decision. And research suggests a lot of people do this. Psychologist Barry Schwartz called this the paradox of choice. We usually presume that having more options to pick between means we're more likely to find exactly the right option for us. But sometimes having too many choices leads us to just resign from choosing, leaving us less satisfied as a result. In a now classic study, shoppers who had just a few choices of jam to pick between wound up buying way more than those who were presented with loads of different options. I realized this was happening with my choice of charities, but I also noted that every year when the Project for Awesome winners were announced, I thought, great, these are all causes I want to support. I'm so happy these charities won. Why did they win? Because of another common effect in social science called the wisdom of crowds. Ask one person the height of the Eiffel Tower, and chances are they'll be way off. But ask just a handful more people, and the average of their answers starts to get really close to the right answer, even if any of them individually is still way off. There are definitely exceptions to the wisdom of crowds phenomenon. But this is why crowdsourcing answers to questions usually works really well. Even if we each on our own only bring a partial perspective to the table, aggregating our perspectives usually gets us really close to the right answer, whether it's the height of a tower or which charity to support. So if you haven't been able to guess, the charity I'm endorsing today is the Project for Awesome. They'll be sending money to 20 charities based on the votes of the community of online creators. Yeah, it's fun, but it's also a really valuable service to bypass the paralysis of choosing between the over 8,000 charities listed on Charity Navigator. The service has a small cost. Even though everyone volunteers their time, there's merchant fees and perks before the money goes directly to charities. But it's a service I think is worth that cost. So this year I'm making a big donation entirely to the Project for Awesome. And because I trust you, it's more than I've ever donated to a charity before. I'm letting you handle this decision because you've handled it so well in the past. And the science says you'll keep handling it well. I hope that lots of you join me.